All right. Oh, look at this. Hi, everybody. You'll have to bear with me. I've never done this before. But welcome to my kingdom. This is a place that I've walked for many years to collect my thoughts through all the seasons of my life. It's crazy beautiful around here. It's just, it's been my stomping ground for probably, oh God, decades of my life. But this is the first time I've stepped outside my meditation studio to talk to you and maybe bring you some of my thoughts of my journey in my life. It's quite an emotional thing. It's very deep because I realize how much magic there is in our journeys in life. It's absolutely mind-blowing when you get to a certain stage and you look back, because we all know that we don't see anything really clearly until it's retrospect, right? And then we start to see the patterns that emerge from our life, our journeys and our stories, and the things that we've missed because we've been, I hope I'm not too close here. I'm using my arm. I can't figure out how to do this. I can't figure out anything technical, even the algorithm. Really, I don't even want to get into it. Just hope God throws this out to whoever needs to hear what I have to say, if there's anything valid in it anyway. But it's beautiful around here, see? This is a place that I've hung out for a long time, but because the world and wanting to build and move things around, there's more people here now, so I have to beware of the voices in the woods now. Before it was total silence. So walking and talking about the magic that we don't see in our lives. And it's mainly because we're so consumed with dread and fear of what next, of how we're going to manage, how we're going to get through this, and are there any answers, and who's pulling the strings in our life, who's making things happen, and who's making us go down the wrong paths. Is it psychological or is it supernatural? One of the biggest questions I have always, every time I ponder anything, supernatural or psychological. So here we are. Hi there.
Good morning.
How are you?
Very well. Yourself?
Good. It is. And who's this great guy? Hi.
Oreo. Yeah.
Oreo. Look, Oreo. Say hello. Hi. Hey. Let's see your face. He looks like an Oreo.
Yeah, he does.
He's awesome. Bye, Oreo. I used to walk my dog around here. I had Molly for like 14 years, and she was my best friend. And I can't talk about her too much because I still want to cry. I remember me and my grandchildren, we came here by the water, as a ceremony to write her name by the water, and then we let the water come and wash her name away. Wow. So I have a lot of deep memories around here of my pondering, of my dark nights of the soul. And there have been so many. It's just not one. But every time you have a dark night of the soul, it unlayers. It reveals something. It reveals something that has been eluding you or you haven't gotten, So, dark nights of the soul, really, as painful as they are extremely helpful in the long run. And we suffer so much because we think that we have to be somewhere right now at this place in our life. We have to be, like there has to be an answer. We have to after this dark night or these epiphanies or these spiritual awakenings, we should be in a place of the Garden of Eden, of beauty, you know. But the truth is, it all oscillates. Everything oscillates, okay? There is good and there is evil in this world, and I don't even question that anymore. Not anymore. The gray areas in between the lines, and we all know it. We all know it. But sometimes we think, like, did I really see that? Did I go through that? Or is there an explanation? But there is good and there is evil. And once you start getting real with yourself and good with yourself, that dark side of things seems to get ignited and start paying attention. Like, oh, this person is realizing some stuff. We have to keep them sleepy. We have to keep them in a place of confusion, right? Whatever this force is. And it's really interesting and crazy. And especially as you move on and see more and more and more in your journey, you start to become more awake. The initial awakening is awesome, like there's something, and then you plummet down. You start to feel feelings that engulf you and make you question yourself more. And I think maybe there's a purpose for that, right? To question yourself more, and because life is far beyond any explanation you can probably come up with. And I've been on this path for decades, like wrestling with the energies, wrestling with the darkness, wrestling with the light. Show me my purpose. Show me what is the purpose of me going through so much, right? There's a lot I still haven't figured out, And during this path that I've walked, I have lost more than I was ever willing to if I was foretold about this. I've lost so much. Every loss has put me in a place of real contemplation, real deep spiritual darkness. And I've questioned myself, and that's what we do. I've questioned the forces I thought I've seen when I go through something. Can I feel the magic? Can I see the magic? I'm right there with the magic, and I know it's real. I know that there are forces that are with us that are unexplainable, absolutely unexplainable. And I know this, whatever people may think, is this, what is this world? You see it as, people talk about a simulation. People talk about so many different ways of and perspectives of seeing this world. But what's most important before you see what this world is to see what yourself is, to see who you are and how you fit in, and to adjust your emotions, to adjust your sight, the way you're seeing things, because there's always another perspective. And if that perspective that you're seeing at any time in life is making you implode and not feel well, then it's the wrong perspective, okay? Because Spirit, God, the universe is only trying to help us out of this, constructive mess, right? It's only trying to help us. So in order to understand that is when you're feeling really bad, try and flip the script. Try and look for another perspective, because this is absolutely a journey. This whole this whole interesting life, whether it be heaven, whether it be hell for you, because there is both here. There is heaven and there is hell. There's a light shining on me. It almost looks like a sniper. Anyways, if you're not seeing this, I'm seeing this. But anyways, Spirit is great. Spirit has always been with me. Spirit has walked with me every step of the way. And when I look back, there hasn't been a moment in my life I've been alone. Although, so many times I've thought I was alone, but I haven't been. Spirit's always been with me. Now, I've managed to understand that and see this. There seems to be this, team of spirits that really try to keep you on track. But we get in our own way, and that is so true. We so get in our own way. So. But, we have to learn to stay out of our own way and adjust our mind, because this is what's corrupt. Our heart isn't. Our heart is layered with pain, shame, guilt, misunderstandings, betrayal, all of those things that, life has done to us. But instead of shrinking in that, try and, adjust the mainframe computer up here. This is the mainframe computer. Rewire yourself and ask how to rewire yourself. And sometimes the answer isn't on YouTube. Sometimes the answer is in those quiet spaces. And to get to that quiet space is like if you're a racing horse and you're racing this race and you're running hard, you don't just stop. You slow down and you slow down and you slow down. That's an analogy, and the same is like if you're a train, and you're going fast, it just doesn't stop on a dime. You have to learn to slow yourself down, to slow your breath down, to slow a lot of things down, and then deal with the opposing forces within you. Because that's what will happen. Opposing thoughts within you start to surface, right? So, life is a crazy, or hug a tree, or hug a tree. That helps too, because we learn about energy and there's so much to learn about. But you're not alone, okay? You're not alone. There are frequencies helping you, spirits. I don't really understand it all, but I know we're not alone. So maybe I'm going to cut out here. This is my first video doing it outside. I have no idea of algorithms. I have no idea on YouTube or out there. I imagine it works the same as the spiritual algorithm, but I'll get into that another time. So there we are. Thank you for enjoying this beautiful space with me here. This beautiful space, see? Isn't it awesome? I've seen so much magic here too. It's just amazing. Open your eyes. The magic's out there. Namaste. See you on the path.